Look, you can see that luster in there. And it smells like a wood shit. Oh man, here we go. We're on deck. We're back on deck. On deck as a record store owner, not as a civilian. Anybody that's followed me over here from my regular YouTube channel, which is somewhat abandoned, welcome to the Decibel Record Store Music Channel. Want to start trying to bring you guys some consistent content. So you'll be running this store with me, and Jeff and Vince will also be chiming in and giving you guys content, just like everyday content, like nothing special. We have so many different topics that we're looking forward to filming, and this is one of them. We're going to be just pretty much screen recording, and kind of like you can hear my thought process and my stream of conscious when determining the price or trying to establish a middle ground for records. Some quick background: we got an 80's collection in. 80's collection, and as far as soul goes, is very common. That's probably what we have the bulk of. But to be honest, that's what keeps the store open. Those are solid $4 to $12 records all day, if they're in perfect condition. And this record collection was unique because it was in perfect condition, which means that, you know, I could kind of like, I really don't have to go that deep into thought and, you know, pick at the and really highly scrutinize and appraise the record. I could kind of give it a once over, and, you know, and a lot of these are in VG Plus and mint condition. So the record collection, this is the good stuff. It was actually a record collection about, you know, probably just over 300 records. And so what I have in this bin here is stuff that I've plucked out to be priced, because it's kind of the higher dollar stuff. I like to kind of track the higher dollar stuff and of course make some content out of it. So let's get into it. Yeah, this is the first one. Lonnie Liston Smith expansion is probably the best that he did on Flying Dutchman. Let's see what kind of condition this is in. Take it over to my detail camera. Yeah, I have a detail camera. Let's check it out. As you can see, there's many light surface marks on it. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to grade the disc as VG. And as you can see, there's like a little bit of a seam split on the top. Actually, I wouldn't even call that a seam split. That's more so like crate damage, maybe. But everything else is very nice on this. I mean, like, the integrity of the gatefold is not jeopardized. It's just not a perfect copy, that's all. That's what I would say about it. You can see that luster in there. And it smells like a wood shit. So I'm glad that we don't have to knock down anything off the grade for smelling. Maybe we need to off gas this before we put it in the store. But there's many light surface marks, very light surface marks. But here's the thing, I play tested it, and none of them really affect play, hardly even in between tracks. So let's see where we're gonna place this at. Now, I move fast when I'm doing this, but this is my normal go-to. I always separate it by US, because more than likely it's a US copy, which this one is. So we've gotten it down to 9 versions. Then we do the LPs. That takes us down to 3. And we know it's not a reissue. So we have the Gatewood Hollywood. We're between the Gatewood Hollywood pressing and this other one here. And if we look at the matrices, well, first let's see if they're reporting the same thing for the matrices. I wonder if this person is leaving out the dashes. Actually, I don't think they are. I'm going to say think that expansions echoes. Hold on, let me just check one more thing. It says pressing plant ID I is stamped. There it is. Yeah, so it's this version. So we'll close out this one. There's not an H, there's an I. So we're rocking with this version. Now let's see. One thing that I like to do is I like to see what the current competition is, even though I'm not going to put this online right away. So I always click on what's for sale, separated by the United States, because that does matter. And then I'm going to go VG. There's 14 of those. And then I kind of plays with some surface noise. That's definitely not where mine is. VG, let's see, jacket has some creasing. VG, good plus. My sleeve condition is definitely not good. So I think that, you know, all these other people have a VG, at VG for 25 plus. I like where mine is sitting. 24, 25. Now, I think I'm going to put 25 on it. But let's just check one more thing in the historics. VG for 15, a mint for 40, a VG plus for 18 with some seam splits. 50, yeah, we're definitely not playing with a VG plus. I wish we were. Not a near mint. This next VG plus is 30. And then this one is VG, which is probably where I would grade mine, maybe a little bit better. I say where you factoring in shipping, because I'm not putting this online right away. Oops. If I go back and look at this, oh shoot, my bad. These releases for sale. One in this condition, coming from the United States. If I factor in shipping, it's probably putting these around $30. Yeah, see, 30, 33. So I have no problem putting this in my store at 25. Yeah, 25 for the Lonnie Liston. And by the way, this is a great LP. So if anybody local's watching, they get this. It doesn't play with surface noise. Not at all. This next LP is always a surprise. This surprised me when I first looked it up. You gotta really price this one carefully. It's Renee and Angela. This is the one with the Jay-Z sample for Imaginary Player. Imaginary Playmates. Oh man, this is skated. Let me show y'all what I mean by skated. Gonna get a quick sound test. Man, that thing is skated and it plays with constant background noise. Let's see what we have. Don't sleep on this LP, man. This LP is actually kind of expensive. Giving you guys some good insight into what to look for. Thinking that something's cheap. It ain't cheap. Let's see. United States. That gets it down to 8. LP gets it down to 6. Let's just click on the first pressing, because I know for a fact like these pressings are not going to deviate too much. You see how this is 104091. If I was to click on another one, let's see, I bet you it'll be comparable. 13, 24, 80. See, so, you know, really, to be honest, the pressing is not really mattering too much, as long as it's not a reissue. I mean, we could rule that out. Let's see. There's nothing. Let's see what the label is like. Yeah, see, so this is the Capital Plum label. The reissue is this green label. And let's look at the other reissue. Well, let's look at this one. Yeah, see, that's the Plum label. Bet you this one has a Plum label also. Yeah. Look at this last reissue, see what that's looking like. Please don't be a plum label. But look at the reissue. The reissue's still up there too. Yeah, so this is green label. So we got an OG here. I'm just gonna look at the comps, like currently. Now watch this. This is interesting. You see that this G plus VG is still going for $28 as a G plus. You see this G plus F rating going for $30. That's crazy. That dude's bugging. But let's see currently in the United States. All of these have poor grades. You see with the VG plus is going for $75. I would say my media condition is G plus or G, and the jacket is definitely, so this is exactly what I have here. But before I settle on 20 anything, because that could be a little ambitious, he might just be the only ambitious one left. Let's look what we got. Yeah, so 35, 25, VG. I'm not seeing any G. Here's a G that went for 10 with a VG sleeve. So you know what? I think I'm gonna put 17 on this, which is crazy. That goes for that, but it does. It definitely does, and I knew that. I mean, I'm sure the Jay-Z sample is helping that price out. I was holding this one, I don't know why. But this is another LP that's kind of a sleeper. That's been seesawing in price. Donald Fagen. Nightfly. That's a desirable one. And I mean, I could show you this on the if I don't show it to you guys on the camera, that just means it's absolutely flawless, which it is. I mean, there is nothing wrong with that one. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera. Maybe a fingerprint from me. However, there is a corner bump on this. I'm gonna show you in the detail camera. I'm gonna have to knock it down. Let's see what we have. This is probably another LP that's gonna have 1,000,001 different pressings. I hope not. Again, show you guys how I whittle it down. 51 releases in the US, 22 in vinyl format. Lord have mercy. Okay. I might have to make a call on this one. See what it's. Let's look at these different. Let me see. Okay, so already the one that I have does not have this border text. It's missing that. So I'm just, to be honest with you guys, and this is an honest pricing, man. I'm not gonna get into the weeds too tough. I'm gonna find the first one I see without that. They're not giving the picture. And that doesn't necessarily mean these pictures are correct too, by the way. That one has it. That one has it. Damn. Let's do the next three. I really don't think it matters that much. Oh wow, that's an error. Okay. Sheesh, all of these have the writing. This is making me think that maybe, just maybe, this might be a repress. But I mean, even though I don't want to be that accurate, I don't feel like I have to be that accurate. That is something that makes a difference, right? So watch, if I click on this reissue, I wonder if it's going to be missing the that kind of bezel writing on the label. No. What is going on? Hold on, man. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about. You see how this one on the screen has this bezeled writing right here? Well, mine does not. See? Doesn't have it. And And that matters, I believe. Or maybe it won't. Maybe when I finally found the pressing, out of the 20, that'll still be like a high, a 30, and a mid, a 15 or whatever. I mean, oh, Jesus. But, you know, as I'm going, okay, so this one doesn't. This one does. That's weird. This one does. Okay, let's just look at this one, man, because we're not going to waste so much time. Oh, this is a Robert Ludwig, a RL? Hold on. Runout says master this stamp etched A next to the spindle. We have a Led Zeppelin hot press too, sitting on it. Oh yeah, there's the master this RL. I'll be damned. Yep. So this is it. Shit. Okay. So this is going for like a high 26. I mean, the disc is mint. Near mint for those who are really sticklers. And even though I'm seeing this mint minus, if you bump it up to a VG plus or knock this one down to a VG plus, we're looking at like $20, right? But this disc is flawless. So we got one that's, I mean, here we go right here. $18. Yeah, I'm gonna put 18 on that one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go solid 20. Just because, well, he says, I mean, I don't know, man. 18 seems comparable. I mean, that's exactly what I have. He says, I can't find a scratch on the vinyl. The jacket has little wear, but this is a great copy. He did it for 18 back in March. I'm putting 20 on mine. Because that's still going to be less than what they paid to get it shipped. So they ended up probably paying like $25, $27 for it if they were domestic. I think $20 is fair. I mean, that's why I'm doing this. I'm being transparent. So y'all let me know. You know, if you would pay $20 for it. Oh man. Here we go. This was in here. Another one to watch out for. This is a hot ticket item right here, y'all. Johnny Gill. Self-titled album on Motown. And this is absolutely flawless. Not only that, this is a near mint jacket in a near mint vinyl. And I put $55 on it just off the top of my head, knowing, because I've priced one of these before. But I'll take y'all through it anyway to show y'all how I got to $55. I mean, this is one that I like to get because you can just, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, personally, I know what it is. I know what this goes for. And if we go by US and then LP, there's only two. That is beautiful. And so then you try to figure out which one you have. And when I click on these on this tab, look at the price range. Look at that price range. Look at that range. So it says, the matrices. So the matrices, MOT 9846. Let's just see. I don't think they're the same. MT. Did I say MOT? Yeah, MOT for Motown, and this one is MTO MOT. Yep. This is the straight MOT one. look at the barcode. Okay. There he is. Is this barcode the same? This is the one with my. That's the song. I mean, I'm not saying that put him on, but that was his song, man. Like, he's doing that one to this day. It's looking like it's this one. But really, I don't care. It could be either one. We're gonna price it accordingly. What's interesting is how this mint one went for $14. And it's some funky, like, foreign currency. Oh, this one is all over the place right here. I don't know what the hell their problem is. But if you look at it, 2021, 22, I mean, it has been trending upward. Let's look at the releases that are currently for sale. See, near mint VG Plus, $69. That person seems like they know where it's going. And if we go United States, there's only one in the United States. That's $25 VG Plus. But if we go back and we separate, let's just do it by near mint, because there's only one up here that's near mint. But the jacket's VG. That's interesting. I wonder what this mint one. So they're claiming that this is mint still sealed. 39. So that's about what? Roughly 50. $39 in USD in British pounds. What is it? Let's see. 39 USD to GPD. What? Or did I do that right? Oh, no. 39 GPD. Duh. Did it backwards to USD. $52. So I put 55 on this. I knew I was around the same thing, around in that ballpark. Again, let me know. Y'all are getting the stream of conscious. You're getting an insight to how this is done. So this was the one I was really excited to see. Rest in peace, Bobby Caldwell. Let's close down some of these tabs. Yeah, check this out. So for all you all that don't know, this is the one with Common's sample, The Light, and this is, you got to watch your labels. This is absolutely flawless again, and this is the one that's on the Clouds label. They're on two different labels from what I understand, but let's look them up. Cat in the Hat. So check this out. Let's go ahead and do it by country. Also do it by label and by format. You know what? Oh no, this doesn't. I thought this may have had a barcode. Let's see what we got here. There's several pressings. Not that I think it matters much. Clouds 8810A VPS. So I guess we just got to find the version that has that VPS. I know it's not the promo, but we click on that anyway. What does the promo look like? Yeah, that's definitely not it. Boom, VPS. I don't think any more of them have it. Yeah, so this is pretty much our version right here. And currently there's 15 in the US. I mean, I would like to click mint, but we'll click near mint. So this is a VG Plus jacket. My jacket is definitely near mint, but $63 seems a bit high. Just knowing what I know. A near mint VG Plus, $29. So I'm saying mine is near mint, near mint. I'm gonna put 37. I put 35. I put 30, but this is a complete package, man. And I'm not seeing that has been sold. And I'm seeing ones that were less. Yeah, I don't see a VG. I mean, I'm sorry, a near mint. Except for that guy who has his for 63. I wonder what another version sold for. Let me just click on another one. I'm curious. See, it doesn't go by beyond 46. Near mint, 34. Huh. Anyway, I'm taking too long. I think I'll put 35 on it. Yep. 35 for the Bobby Caldwell. I'm just gonna share some Luthers that were in that were in the collection. They were some of them had their issues. We had this Luther Vandross. I put 12 on it. Luther still hasn't yet kind of broken through that ceiling with his LPs yet. $10. So you can have all of the classic hits, $10. And for some reason, this is the one that's a little bit stands out other than his first one, and this is flawless. I put $20 on this one. There was a Janet Jackson in there, single, All Right. All right with me, all right. Everybody's favorite. Steely Dan Aja. And this is the gatefold. This is an import. I did have a price on this, but for the sake of doing the video, take you through. I can't remember. This was a, you see that label? Check out the label. I'm gonna show y'all, it's kind of flawless. With the exception of my fingerprints, check it out. Because it's an import, it should be easy to find, I'm hoping. So if we do format first, vinyl, and then we got what? UK, Germany, Spain, Netherlands, France. Boom, there it is, Portugal. Gatefold, we got it down to 2 gatefolds. Ooh. I'm liking that range. Let's see if we could eliminate it. There's that label. These labels different, they do. So you go back to that cam. It's not this one. It's this one right here. Because we have this in the middle where the other one does not. So, and this is definitely mint condition, but for the sake of grading, as always, we're gonna go near mint. We'll look to see what's for sale in the United States first, even though it's a Portugal release. And we'll do the near mints. We're looking at 49, 59, 65. Looks like it's never played, but maybe was. $49. So already I'm looking to beat that guy, right? I'm looking to beat that guy. See if he was being ambitious. See this one is 28. 31. Yeah, we're not going in the 40s with this. We're gonna go ahead and put 30 on it. What's what I have on it. Got 30. I got 30 on it. So that's what we're gonna do. And it's in damn good condition. I mean, look at that. Aja. Somebody will be happy to have this. It's not gonna last the weekend. Aja. Babyface. Had this Babyface. I think this one had issues. You see. No. What was I looking at? Flawless Babyface, Tender Lover. You cannot sleep. You cannot sleep on these 80s LPs, man. They are starting to solidify themselves as solid collection pieces. There's only 2 of these Babyfaces, thank God. What is the price range for both of these? Because then it may not matter. Yeah, I think these are pretty much comparable. Like I said, I'm not listing them on. Yeah, it's listed almost to be the same. I'm not listing them on Discogs, at least not right away. So I'm just trying to establish a quick baseline for the store. So if I go to what's currently for sale, and I would say this is the VG Plus jacket, near mint to mint disc. Still in cellophane, so this is a total. I don't know how much. It's looking like all of these are about 30 something. VG Plus, I mean that's dumb cheap, but I mean you get waxed with the shipping. So I guess these people price their albums because they know they can't. That's crazy that they can't really price the actual album for what it is because the shipping is so much. That's wild. Really, like you're giving away. I mean, it's the same because think about it. If this jacket was beat, I would order this guy's disc for £4. And just cannibalize the 2, but it's not worth it because, as you can see, with my shipping address already entered into Discogs, it will cost me $35 to get this, and looks like I'm gonna put 30 something on this. Let me just look at the historics. $5.26. Damn. Why did that guy sell his for $16? Wow, okay. That is really messing up the game right now because you have VG Plus that's sold for the same. I don't know, y'all. This is a tough one. I think for the sake of like factoring and shit, like when I get to this and it's like hard to determine, I always feel like people are gonna look to see, oh, what is it sold for recently? And they're gonna see that 16 near mint, which I mean, that guy just, obviously he priced his there to move it, which is crazy, but that's okay. I mean, I think I'm gonna put 20 on it. I think 20 is fair for this. If I'm looking at things that are like 16 and everything, you know, this person paid shipping, so it is what the total cost was after the fact. So I think 30 is a good price for this, for the Babyface. I'm trying to think, what does this have on it? Tender Lover, Whip Appeal. Okay. That's why, man. You got that whip appeal. That was only played during the nighttime when I was a child. Not no like Blue Light in the Bedroom type shit, but it was just that was a nighttime R&B radio format song. So we got some crazy. So oh man, it's getting late. You know what? I think I'm gonna do a part 2 of this. I'll do a part 2. Hey y'all, this was a Decibel music clip. Hey, if you enjoy content like this, you can help us out. We are trying to get monetized. Being a record store, independent record store, we need the other stream of income, a new stream of revenue for us, so you can help us by just simply, at this point, giving us watch hours,
thumbs up and other engagement. Peace.